because you wrote a column early this week, and essentially what you said was that, I'm paraphrasing this, but that the president and his administration could do a whole lot more if they were just opening up themselves rather than being closed. And I'm sure that we'll talk about the other side too, but why don't you tell us more about that particular column?
Okay, well, look, if the president himself has not colluded with the Russians or done anything illegal, then the best thing they can do is get this over with by cooperating fully. Now, granted, that might mean that somebody like a Michael Flynn, who's no longer in the administration, or, this guy, Carter Page, who apparently wasn't real close to Trump in the first place, one of these guys, they might get caught up and they might have done something technically illegal or something, but it won't touch the president himself, and he can get it behind him. If he's not guilty, why not cooperate with the special prosecutor? It will make things a lot easier. It will make it go away quicker. Instead, by fighting and by Trump ridiculously and continually obsessing about this, it has led him into taking actions that are vicious and that border on illegal cover-ups. Now, it's really stupid to do something illegal to cover up something that you didn't do in the first place. We should have learned that lesson from Nixon. But instead, Trump is obviously obsessing about this. Well, if he thinks something is wrong, that the allegations are wrong, if he knows the allegations are wrong, then he should say, I'm totally free, I'm totally open, special prosecutor, do your work and get it over with because I'm clean. That's what he should do.
Okay, I totally agree with that. Let's take the counter argument, though, if I might, and I'm just thinking aloud, and that is that why should I do that? I mean, the burden is really on the other side, and they hate me, they never like me, and it's a media conspiracy with the liberals and the Democrats, and I just don't trust them.
That's crazy. It is literally crazy. If you have nothing to hide, why hide? If you have nothing to hide, then unless you think that somehow Robert Mueller and the entire Justice Department are all dishonestly rigged against you, then what you should do is say, I've got nothing to hide. Please let me go and do the rest of my job, and you go and have at it, because what you're going to find is there's no there. I mean, you can't say, oh, well, they've got it in for me. They can't make stuff up. The media might be able to make stuff up, but the prosecutors can't. Mueller can't. The Justice Department, Jeff Sessions and Rod Rosenstein and whoever you appoint to the FBI, they can't just make stuff up and convince a jury of it. It just doesn't happen.
So, as a journalist, what do you think about, say, the White House at this point in time having a war room and basically saying, okay, any comments, any questions, etc., has got to go through the attorney? I mean, isn't that kind of what Clinton did?
Well, yeah, and that's actually a good idea. It's going to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not. What I'm saying is, wall off this investigation from the rest of the administration, create a war room, create a one-stop shopping for the media and everybody else to know where they can go get information, use the war room to fight back against untrue media allegations, but they have to be untrue, because if you fight back against something that's true, then you start looking like you're guilty. But yes, you do it to A, make sure that the right message is out there, the accurate message that shows your innocence, and B, to handle all the legal matters, but not, repeat, not to try to block the actual legal investigation. If you, again, this is all predicated on the assumption that Trump himself has literally, personally done nothing illegal. Now, what's starting to look worrisome is he might have done something illegal to cover up something that wasn't illegal. I mean, he literally might have tried to obstruct justice just because he's paranoid, even though he didn't do anything illegal in the first place. If that's the case, well, then everything I'm saying goes out the window, because of course, by being totally open, he's going to open himself up to prosecution for the obstruction. So it's all sort of complicated, but basically the war room idea at least lets you as president concentrate on something